Dude, it only has 80,000. It was 4 years ago.
Today's episode is brought to you by Gray Block Pizza. Gray Block.
That's crazy. Theo Von's come a long way, eh?
All right,
really
I want to
big. His new one's getting, yeah, a lot of views. A lot of views, some of these. Well, fuck me, dude. He's funny. I like Theo Von.
Block Pizza. It's a place where they have something softener that you shouldn't drink either. This just launched a brand new.
Is that there was a way that I could help people in this way. That's how I wanted to learn how to help people.
I see. So you were helping people. You were talking about Tourette's, and then you got involved with the ESP group.
Yes.
Okay.
And so, you know, I was able to do
ESP? Dude, this is crazy. I'm sure that Theo Von has no idea what he's participating in, but this is straight up NXIVM propaganda.
that over the last 5 years, and it's been unbelievable. And one cool thing was after we started, after what happened to me, and again, ESP had nothing to do with Tourette's, but once it happened, the founders, they started going, Keith Raniere and Nancy Salzman, I think they started to go, what if we could replicate this with other people?
Dude, this is wild. He's out there. This is, I guess, before all this shit came out. He's really doing like heavy PR for them. Straight up NXIVM propaganda recruiting. Wow. You should probably remove this. Or maybe not. I don't know. At this point, I don't think it's convincing anyone.
And so over the last 4 years, we've been able to replicate with 10 other people with Tourette's.
Get into the program and get better.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, we created a special thing just for people with Tourette's. And this is the crazy thing. So it took me like a year and a half to get down 90%, as I was describing. Guess how fast it's been replicated?
I hate when they make you guess. It's like, just tell me, bro. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. In fact, I don't even care. Just tell me. Those games always backfire. You either overguess, you underguess. Just tell me, dude.
I don't know.
Take one guess.
No, bro. He said, I don't know. You seriously?
7 what?
I hate this. This man will never be Keith. Oh, he's so annoying right now.
I don't know.
Like 7 months?
Yeah, I think so.
I think Theo's probably annoyed with this.
4 hours.
Oh, wow.
4 hours?
He cured them in 4 hours, you guys. It took him a year and a half. The new people, it took 4 hours. Hold on, I gotta send this timestamp. This is crazy, dude.
He didn't dare to tell you that crap.
Of course not. 4 hours. This guy thought he was on top of the world at the time with Keith.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, we created a special thing just for people with Tourette's. And this is the crazy thing. So it took me like a year and a half to get down 90%, as I was describing. Guess how fast it's been replicated?
Oh, how did I go down?
I don't know.
Take one guess.
7.
7 what?
7.
I don't know.
Like 7 months?
Yeah, I think so.
4 hours.
Oh, wow. Jesus, man. I hate guessing.
People can get rid of using this, can get rid of Tourette's in 4 hours.
Oh, no. No, they can't. They really?
Thank you, Theo. Okay, king shit. Yeah, dude, no, they cannot.
I kid you not.
4
it was
hours.
probably one of...
That sounds like something I would say.
I'm dead serious. So I want to be really clear. It's not saying anybody can get
Yeah, that's good. I'm happy for him for that.
rid of their Tourette syndrome. I'm
Okay.
saying people that had severe Tourette syndrome that had tried tons of
Took them
different
3
things
hours.
that deeply wanted to get rid of it and
Bro,
end it.
who the fuck doesn't want to get rid of Tourette's? There's this implication that some people with Tourette's, they just don't want it enough. Some people are just... his comparison to, oh yeah, fat people, they just don't want it enough. The ones that don't, it's like, really? Some people can cure their autism if they want it enough.
It for themselves. And also, you know, we went through quite an interview process.
This guy's such a charlatan. It's incredible that nobody ever really called him out hard enough. Okay, he's had this coming for a while. This was from fucking 5 years ago. The shit he's saying right now is even crazier than the shit he's saying back then is crazier than the shit he says today.
Because we're looking, you know, we were looking for very specific people that, you know, we thought just met a bunch of different conditions that thought, you know, that they would be a good candidate for this. For all of those people, I would say seven or eight, 2 or 3 out of the 10 are down 70%.
Wow.
And the other 6, 7 are down 90%.
Dude, I know Theo doesn't give a single fuck about anything he's saying.
Plus.
Wow.
And what was so neat is that once this started
Because I've
happening,
been there in the early days of the podcast. You just, you know, you think Joe Rogan's the only way to do a podcast. You want to emulate that. And so you're like, oh, I'm just going to have people and talk to them and listen to them. And it's not for everybody. And I think Theo Von's the same way I am. Sometimes I get people in there and I'm just like, fuck, this conversation is not interesting to me at all. But you feel like you have to fake it through it to make this podcast. I've been there so many times. Oh, people are saying that Theo acknowledges this interview after the documentary came out.
happening over the last 4 years, we had this incredible filmmaker who he goes, we got to start filming this.
Oh, that's the guy who made the vow. He's talking about the guy who came out against them.
Oh my god.
Okay, so what that tells me is that this dude is pretty high up to know about all this stuff. Yo, he literally predicted. Holy fuck. Hold on. I got to see this. I got to send the guys this. That's crazy.
Conditions that thought, you know, that they would be a good candidate for this.
That's the guy who I was showing you who liked the tweet about it.
An interview process, because we're looking, you know, we were looking for very specific people that, you know, we thought just met a bunch of different conditions that thought, you know, that they would be a good candidate for this. For all of those people, I would say seven or eight, 2 or 3 out of the 10 are down 70%.
Wow.
And the other 6, 7
Gotta pee,
are
but I'm
down
listening.
90 plus.
Wow.
And what was so neat is that once this started happening over the last 4 years, we had this incredible filmmaker who he goes, we got to start filming this. So we started to film it. And so what was so neat is that, you know, I would find someone with Tourette's or someone would tell me about somebody with Tourette's.
Yeah.
And we would go through this whole process to see if they would be a good candidate. And then once we thought if we had, you know, a good candidate, a film crew would go out to their life, film their whole life with Tourette's. They would come work with us in Albany, beat their Tourette's, and then we would go back into their life and film their life without Tourette syndrome.
Do you guys, y'all aren't like in the, it's not, you guys can't be like in the Special Olympics or anything. I feel like you could fucking run that shit if you could tighten.
I can't be in the Special Olympics, no, but I will tell you, I'd much rather just train for the regular Olympics now.
Yeah.
I mean, just because it's, I mean, life is so different now.
Where
Is it really?
Satan's
What do you
mouse?
miss about having Tourette's, man? Like really having it.
You know,
I cannot stand people like that. Do you guys know what I mean? Like the way he talks. He clearly like just been obsessed with improving the way he talks. And it's just, you can tell this is already from 5 years ago. He has the same exact shtick, like the way he talks. I can't listen to him. I can't
He's
hear
a
him.
phony baloney.
Yeah.
He's a phony baloney. This is so interesting, though.
the thing that I miss is, I miss in some ways. Let me think about this for 1 sec.
Wait, he's saying he misses having Tourette's? See, that's that what he's saying? Let me go back.
life without Tourette syndrome.
Do you guys? Y'all aren't like in the. It's not. You guys can't be like in the Special Olympics or anything. I feel like you could fucking run that shit if you could tighten.
I can't be in the Special Olympics, no. But I will tell you, I'd much rather just train for the regular Olympics now.
Yeah.
I mean, just because it's. I mean, life is so.
Dude, Theo's funny. That's awesome. I'm still waiting for my handicap placard.
Different now.
Is it really? What do you miss about having Tourette's, man?
Bro, that's such a crazy question. There's nothing to miss about it. I mean, it's funny. It's a great question. The fact that he's actually thinking about what I miss about Tourette's, to me, I don't think anyone with Tourette's would actually take anything more than a moment to say nothing. Nothing. There's nothing to miss.
Like really having it.
You know, the thing that I miss is, I miss in some ways. Let me think about this for 1 sec.
This man I sense deception here. I feel that anyone genuine with Tourette's would not need a second to think about this. I mean, that's like saying, what do you miss about having cancer? It's like, it's not a positive thing. I miss everyone I miss everyone feeling bad for me. I don't know what the fuck.
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna try and think what I would miss.
The thing is, people knew me.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you're a rare element, man. I
People
remember.
knew
yeah,
me.
People knew you.
So
What? People knew him? Don't more people know you now? People knew you as the dude who said the N-word on the bus. How is that good? You said the N-word on a bus full of black people. That is horrible. They knew you. What?
part of what my experience has been over the years is that I had to start how to learn in a way that I never did before, how to relate with people.
I can understand that.
And I think, that's not unique to Tourette's. I think we all have different things. You're
He goes, people knew me. That's what he missed. People knew me. I said, knew you as what? The dude said the N-word on the bus? Like, that makes... Something's off about this whole Tourette's story. Ain't nothing to miss there. Period. What did you miss exactly about what's that deer tick disease? Fuck. Sometimes I just can't remember anything. Lyme. What do you miss about having Lyme disease? Do you miss anything? What do you miss about having a fever? I guess there is. I do miss, like, in a way, vegging out when I have a fever. I guess that's not a great one.
I don't know a lot of your history, but you were a comedian. You've been a comedian in a long time.
Yeah.
So now imagine if somebody said, "Hey, Theo, comedy's done. Never can make a joke again."
That is not a good comparison. Doing comedy is a career. It's a life choice. Tourette's syndrome is a neurological disease, bro. What are you even saying? What the fuck? What?
And then think about what it would mean to how every conversation now you had with somebody.
Oh, that's bad. That's a really good correlation, man. It would be
it's not.
baffling.
I think obviously Theo's struggling to get through this conversation. I don't blame him. That is a nonsensical, absolutely insane comparison.
And so that's also what was so neat is that I was going through the classes. I was doing a lot of work to also build a foundation just to learn how to be more me, how to learn how to be with people again, because my whole life I always had the Tourette's. I always had this thing.
Yeah.
And so it was interesting because, the first whole journey was beating the Tourette's.
Right.
And then there was a whole other journey after that.
Who were you without the Tourette?
Exactly.
It was almost like it was. Now you're Clark Kent, and you're like, well, who the fuck is who am I?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Superman is the one with the Tourette's. This is awesome. I want to watch the documentary about curing Tourette's.